Всем привет, j'espère que vous allez bien. Welcome to Art of Commerce. It's the part of Nuance that's all shop talk. I wanted to make this as a quick little introduction video to both me and Art of Commerce and why I wanted to add this part of Nuance to it, because a lot of you have met me at different points in my life and career, and some of you don't know me at all. And I wanted to talk about why I'm creating this project. So I started a brand in college, at the end of my time in college, and I worked on it through my mid-20s. And I designed and sold soft goods, canvas bags, and a tagline was simple bags for stylish folks. And as I was in the trenches, just really doing the, all the work, the making and the sewing and the marketing, while I was also working full-time as a stylist, I was looking for resources to figure out what was next, how to do this better, and just anything that would help me in my business. And there was not much at the time. So I knew that I wasn't aiming to become one of those fashion fun brands, because to me they seemed very fashion with a capital F, and my brand was more utilitarian than anything. And so I didn't want to, try to aim to be that kind of fashion brand. The Etsy Seller Handbook had a lot of resources for building your business, but building your business on Etsy, and it was very craft focused. This was when we were all still on Etsy, and they hadn't gone public yet. So it was still a pretty useful and a great place for makers to grow. There was also, the business of fashion was nascent at the time, but I read it in the same way that I read the business section of any newspaper, and that it was all fascinating to read, but it was nothing that I could apply to my business, because I wasn't trying to create the American LVMH, I just wanted to sell my bags and design a life that I loved around this business. Now, almost a decade later, there are more resources for building a small business, but a bunch of the ones that I'm finding are very B2C consumer brand, people that saw the magic that Red Antler was creating in the 2010s and sort of want to recreate that by courting VC and trying to become the next unicorn. That's all stuff that, again, you can glean a lot from, but nothing that is specific to fashion and lifestyle brands that I'm sort of into. So I want Art of Commerce to be a place to have these resources, because since then, since I was, running this brand, and I still do it now, with that dearth of resources, I was just gleaning anything that I could from literally anywhere. So if you're a designer that I admired and you were sharing a studio tour and just panning around, showing a day in the life, and you passed your bookshelf, I was screenshotting your bookshelf, looking at the things on Amazon, and buying what made sense to me. If you were in 2020 on Instagram Live, just doing an interview with anyone, my computer was open to Google Docs and I was taking notes on everything. I was literally finding information anywhere I could. Any crumbs that anybody dropped anywhere, I would find them and I would get them. And I need a place to deposit all of that information, one. And two, I need a place to share it, because I know that a lot of you are exactly like me, and that you really want to be having these conversations, talking to other people about your business, about their businesses, how they're working and the ins and outs of it. But where is that right now? Some time ago, I'll say a couple years ago, in a sort of fashion fund related conversation, Aurora James was being interviewed about her relationship with Diane von Furstenberg. And they were asking her what that was like. And she said, as helpful as, I'm paraphrasing, obviously. She said as helpful as that was, even more helpful is having her peers with her to sort of ask questions, bounce ideas off of, and collaborate in real time. Because DVF started her brand in the 70s, and things have changed so much since then. So being able to talk to your contemporaries, being able to talk to your peers and share things okay, I too want to show at Fashion Week, but I'm not gonna rent out a showroom by myself. Can we go in on that? How did you do that? I saw you were there last time. Or how are you balancing your wholesale accounts with your direct to consumer orders, and what percentage are you at right now, and how does that change what you're ordering from your manufacturers, or how you court these relationships to build a collaboration that like works for both of you. Those sort of nitty-gritty questions you can only get from people that are in it doing it right now. So that's what Art of Commerce is going to be. We are going to be sharing like paradigm shifting books. If you have a book, share it and I'll read it. We'll talk about it. We'll have a little book club. We'll have like business lessons that I've been gleaning from people, interviews from other people to sort of talk about very specific things that they are dealing with, excited about in their careers. Essentially, Art of Commerce is a place to figure out how to nurture these creative businesses and these creative lives that we're building around these businesses, and also ourselves, because without us, there are no businesses. So if you are the kind of person that likes that kind of stuff, that is also screenshotting people's stories to sort of save as resources and trying to build a creative business that you love, whether you're an artist, a musician, a designer, you're making home goods, you're making the most beautiful ceramic lamps anyone's ever seen, you're welcome here. This is a place for you. We're hanging out. Come stay with us, and let's talk shop, because I'm more passionate about this than almost anything. I say almost because Degrassi exists. That's only half of the joke. But really, I'm building a community for us, people like you, people like me, and I want you to join me here. So, welcome, and I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, find me on Instagram, Ariana Jones 2.0. DM me literally any and everything, if anything in this video spoke to you. Also add it in the comments. I'm in the comments section. Hi. I can't wait to get to know you. All right. I'm gonna go shoot some more videos. I'll talk to you later.